Ricardo, as just was mentioned. I'm a San Diego State student. I'm also a member of the social activity. So I'm going to take a few minutes to just talk about how we can move this all forward. Today's events must be made the starting point of a national struggle against the attacks on students and workers. As states across this country face unprecedented fiscal crises as a result of the global collapse of capitalism, we continue to be told that there is no money. No money for education, no money for social services, no money for healthcare, no money for jobs, no money to rebuild the crumbling infrastructure in this country. In short, we are told that there is no money for workers and students. Education is a vital necessity for all workers and youth. It is not a luxury that should be cut and destroyed to meet the interests of the financial elite. The ISSC insists that it's not a matter of what needs to be cut, but rather what is the necessary political strategy to oppose all cuts. Both parties of big business, the Democrats and the Republicans, and all their agents from the federal level on down to the local level, they all claim that there's no money for education and the basic social services. This, of course, is after they emptied the public vault to bail out the banks and fund two criminal wars. So there always seems to be no money for the pressing social needs of the day that benefit the vast majority of the population. But of course, there's money to bail out the banks and allow the Wall Street execs to walk down the street with the biggest bonuses that they have ever seen. This is absolutely unacceptable. Students and workers are not at all responsible for the collapse of American capitalism or the economic... Sorry about that. Students and workers are not responsible for the reckless gambling of Wall Street, and therefore we do not have to pay for it. Opposition to these cuts found its strongest expression right here in California as a result of the draconian measures that we have experienced. But it is important to remember that this is a national, and even further, it is an international struggle. It is high time to fight back. The ISSC calls for the struggles of students to be linked up with workers and ultimately to have the unification of students and workers internationally. We call for no education cuts, billions to rebuild schools, and free education for all. Education is our right and we demand it. That's right. Public works program, jobs for everyone who wants to work. No individual seeking work should be denied it. We call for the nationalization of the banks and large corporations, for equality in the redistribution of wealth. The vast sums of social wealth must be put under the democratic control of working people in order to break the political and economic grip of the financial elite in this country. We call for the withdrawal of our troops in Iraq and Afghanistan and then to militarism. So long as millions upon billions are dumped into the imperialist war machine, our needs cannot be met. Now these demands may seem as though they're floating in the clouds or there's some kind of utopian vision. These are grounded in reality. We have the productive forces to make all of this happen. But this can only occur if workers and students link up around the world, take over